Hi guys, and welcome to this video where we are going to hear from Andi and Niki about their Harmonious Twin Flame Union. I'm very happy that you guys are joining us today. You are a real Harmonious Twin Flame Union couple, and you arrived in your Harmonious Twin Flame Union as a result of applying Jeff and Shalia's work.
Yeah, it feels really good to be here, and thank you for welcoming us in this video. And it's also a good opportunity for us to talk about our union and to share more, to expand our sharing and go deeper in explaining our life in Harmonious Union and how it is, and maybe make easier for some people to have a kind of perception of how does it feel.
Wonderful, wonderful. And you guys look really relaxed and you have some tan going on. Looks like you have been into vacation.
Yeah, we were in vacations this last week. Before vacations, we did mind alignment process, which was the perfect timing to have the vacations after that, and spend the beginning parts of our people there. Sorry, and it was really nice because when you actually physically move somewhere else from the place you're always at, you energetically move there too. You know what I mean? So new access are arising, new childhood memories are coming back, because to most of the people, I think vacations mostly turn their memory to their childhood moments, because people usually what they remember from their childhood are the vacations and the nice juicy stuff. So it was really good for our to heal a lot of our childhood parts, and
to really rest and just peacefully take time for ourselves.
Yeah, and to go deeper into our divinity as a soul, and to partner with each other more, and to spend more time with each other in a lot of dates, and
really connect
romantically.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. And you shared some pictures and videos, and it was such beautiful weather, and you were on a little boat on the water that looked so beautiful, and you could really feel that there's so much love between you guys.
Oh, thank you. It's a really interesting story actually about that lake that we were, because when we were small kids, me and my parents went to the same lake, but to the other part of it, to the other side of it, and Niki was at her grandma at the opposite side of it, and we were both at the same time at the going through the same of course inner world at the same physical place, which was this lake connecting us. And now that we went there, it was a big massive childhood healing, and it was really like Niki said, it was really good to feel that connection within ourselves with God, and yeah, it was really good to get back to that same lake, but this time together.
And what I know from my own life is that we sometimes have this idea in mind that, oh, if I could only one day be here, or do this one thing with my ultimate lover next to me, and it seems like that's a wish fulfilled for you guys,
Yeah, when I was since I was a little kid, I always dreamt of oh, I'm such a weird guy, and I'm such my head is really messed up, and I'm really weird. I don't know who will understand me, and I always had this thought that when I grow older, who will marry me, who will be my life partner, who will spend the rest of their lives with me. and I always kind of like manifested, like, and consciously and subconsciously, I always manifested like Niki, and I always like dreamed, had the desire to like have that perfect partner that like complements me in the most perfect ways. And here I am now. But of course, Harmonious Union is also like it's just the first step to ascension. So you getting into Harmonious Union, like a lot of like bigger challenges will arise, and
because you're expanding more into love, and you have like bigger expansion coming.
Yeah, and as you are like expanding in love, you are like in the same moment like obviously like inviting more love into their life. So your illusion of believing the parts of you that are believing the illusion of ego like will get really triggered, and either you will face them and like okay, like assassinate them, like destroy them, or you will take steps forward, backwards, sorry, instead of taking steps forward. So it's all about your choice.
Wow, that's really valuable information for all twin flames. And I am thinking that a lot of viewers would probably be interested in like how you were able to arrive in your very own harmonious twin flame union. And you know, as you said, it's just the beginning of the ascension, the harmonious twin flame union.
Yeah.
But like, how were you able to arrive in harmonious twin flame union?
It's just love yourself, put yourself first, and by putting yourself first, obviously you put God first, because God is first. And we followed the teachings of Jeff and Julia. That's it. Doing the mirror exercise, watching classes, and like really not giving up on ourselves. It's persistence and all the keys that actually Jeff and Julia mentioned in their book, Twin Flames, Finding the Ultimate Lover. That's like that's the key.
And yeah, what I learned a lot from my life with her is that you should like stop living in the victimhood. You are not a victim of life, and that's the most important tool to have in you, and to like use it to go forward and to not like stop ever. Because if you consider yourself a victim of your life, when you get upset or when you feel like shit or whatever bad that you may feel in your journey, it's obviously you saying to yourself that I'm giving up in some parts of myself. And that's like what ego wants you to do, what evil wants you to do. But God always wants you to believe in yourself, because you are perfect in any way, and you are equal as all, and you are all, you are one as all. And so that's beautiful, because you can by having that knowledge and living with that knowledge, you can but like with that knowledge integration, you can actually live your life as the most divine child of God, as His only one, because you are His only one. And you can share yourself in the most free ways, and you can do whatever you want in your most divine way, and you can give to God, and He will give you even more. So yeah.
Oh, thank you very much for that. That's very deep and insightful. And I love how you mentioned that we are not victims, you know, and we are not victims in our life. And it's always appropriate to take responsibility over life and over our situations. And I love what Niki shared as well about putting God first, loving yourself, and following the teachings, the work by Jeff and Shalia, doing the mirror exercises, watching Twin Flame Ascension School classes, and yeah, just being around the community as well, right? It's very beautiful. So that's what brought you into Harmonious Twin Flame Union.
Yes.
And since then you're like, I did it, I arrived, now I can party and relax. Is that how it goes? Like you can like just stop doing what you did, or?
No.
No.
You, as Niki said before, you are always expanding and inviting a bigger expansion of love in your life, and it's always about your choice. If you choose to like invite that love will come, because that's what is only like there is nothing but that. So
also like your harmonious union demands and needs to expand, so you really like need to love yourself more and more and more and more until perfect union. This is what harmonious union is essentially. Like you are together with your twin flame and you're ascending together by helping each other to ascend together, since you are one.
I love that you said that, because like that's what it is. Like you can't, harmonious union is not stagnancy. Is deeper, ever never ending like expansion. And
that requires like you to keep up with your work, like to do your inner work, to keep loving yourself. It's not something that you achieve and then like, oh, now I have this and I will just stay here, like just take this and I'm done. Like, no, it's not like that. But it feels very good. It's not something that is heavy. It's not heavy. It's very peaceful. It's very normal, like to do this inner work, because you grow so much to love yourself that you really, like, you want to love yourself. You want to expand. You want to do more. You want to give more. It's like you get you get filled with life. That's how I can express it. And with love, of course.
And one thing I want to like really feel called to mention from God is that harmonious union has nothing to do with your physical twin flame, as she is right here. It's always like inside with yourself, and you can like really like feel this love for her and everything. But you can feel the opposite too. You can feel like you hate her or whatever, you know, like it's not about that. It's only about yourself, because in the moment that you actually love the parts that you don't love in yourself,
that your twin flame is mirroring you.
You open up to more opportunities to see your twin flame even in deeper love, you know. And love her in my example, like deeply. So that's all. That's the beauty of it. Like just love yourself. You love yourself. Your twin flame loves herself or himself, and everything clicks in the end, because that's what God planned for you.
And I wanted to mention, like, all the blocks that come up are only gifts from your twin flame. It's never something that, oh, he's an asshole, or he's like a douche, I hate him, or I hate her, like he's behaving like this, she's doing that. Like, no, like he or she is actually just loving you. He's just calling you, or she's just calling you, like, to go to this part of you and just love yourself. That's it. It's never about your twin flame, as Andi said. It's about your relationship with God. That's what's essentially.
Taking mental notes here. This is really good. And yeah, I think this is like a big dream for I guess every person on the planet, to spend time with your favorite person, you know, other than God, other than yourself, and to embark upon this wonderful journey of, you know, the complete ascension with this perfect partner. and like, as you said, helping each other ascend. This is as beautiful and as romantic as it can get, I guess.
Yeah, like loving your twin flame and like living your life with your most favorite partner is your only partner, yeah. And like is the most fulfilling thing, but only because you're loving yourself, and it feels like you're living with yourself, but with your counterpart, like gender, and it feels really divine because you feel completed in your heart as two as one soul.
Yeah, that's really beautiful, and it seems like your twin flame journey is like being on a mission, on a spiritual mission. Now, maintaining this wonderful union, expanding it, deepening it, growing every day, and enjoying life with your one partner. And what is it like for you? Do you have a specific like desire in your heart in regards to a mission, a life purpose? Do you have a vision for your life purpose together?
Yeah, like I was talking with Andi about this, like I don't remember when, like 1 week ago or some days ago, but in my heart, I really like feel this call and this thing to see like everybody in harmonious union and see the planet descend and see like everybody ascended and in perfect union with God. You know, I see this unity. I can feel it like in my heart, and that's what I want to contribute in the planet.
Yeah, like and also bringing truth to people's consciousness and expanding the Christ consciousness everywhere to so the world like doesn't suffer from the illusion of ego anymore.
It's a very meaningful and loving purpose to have. And I can already see, because I know you guys from our community, that you are sharing your love in great ways. For example, I think you know, this song for the Sunday service for the Church of Union, like Angels, right?
Yeah.
You contributed there, and you are doing a lot in the community, in the like creative like kind of area, and that's very beautiful. And it's such a beautiful desire and goal to have in life, that now that we enjoy this great gift of Harmonious Twin Flame Union, we can see that a lot of people out there want the same thing, and we can help them, you know, we can teach and we can share the way with them.
We have that we have what we want, and
it's very easy to get it.
And so having this vision and drive, how do you feel about like waking up in the morning? Is it like, you know, oh damn, the alarm clock is ringing, or I'm just waking up?
I was actually talking. I was talking to her today about like how important is like to live in the present moment. Like from the moment you wake up till the moment you finish your day and sleep and like continue your next day, it's very important to always be present with yourself too. And yeah, and also surrender your future by now to God. And always you are a divine child of God, and you will always have visions of your future and the desires in your heart. Like it's really important to stay now and like to take your journey step by step. That's the most compassionate thing to do for yourself. And it's always the most important thing of the most crucial and the most like pivotal thing of all of it is like to have the to love yourself in every step that you take, because you obviously are not taking any steps if you are not choosing love. So those steps are like just a metaphor of how much you're loving yourself. And yeah, and I was telling her today that it's really important like to have daily purposes, like what schedules, but purposes also, like what is the purpose of today, what we will do today, like how we will love ourselves today, what we will do today, what we will give to God today. And that's the most beautiful thing to integrate in your journey, because you are always, you're moving every day, and by moving every day,
it's like you're staying in the flow.
In the flow, you're present, and which means that you're always living now, and living always now is always living eternally.
So the short answer, it feels very good.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, it definitely feels very good. And why would you say that Harmonious Twin Flame Union is special, and why is it worth the work that you have to put in? Like, what is the benefit of Harmonious Twin Flame Union?
It's eternal peace, eternal love, expanding in love. It's the death of ego and everything that has the feeling of misery.
Yeah.
That's how I would put it. Like, why not like commit so deeply to yourself and to God that created you to just feel better and better all the time? Like, this is how I see it.
Yeah. I feel a harmonious union is the recognition of the oneness with your creator, and your your journey, like moving in your journey with that recognition integrated in yourself, within yourself, that you are one. And when you live with that knowledge like within you, in your heart, you are always open to deeper healing and deeper love, deeper doors of love and self discovery by getting to know God more, obviously.
Wonderful. It almost sounds like a fairy tale, but we all have this desire in our heart, and you know, twin flame couples like you are proving to everyone that it is indeed possible to have that. Yeah. And since we are talking about you know, things we love about HTFU, I wanted to ask you guys. I know you love each other like completely, but like maybe there's this thing that is coming up for you now that you love about your twin flame, and like would you be willing to share one thing that you love about your twin flame? Maybe.
What was the last sentence?
Like, would you be willing to share one thing that you love about your twin flame?
Oh yeah, no. I love what I love about myself, that she reflects to me from her physicality, from her being, is our spontaneity. That's the most divine thing that I love about her, because it's the spontaneity that she just gets to be herself, and even the most weird or like goofy stuff that might might look very might look the opposite in the eyes of ego, but in the eyes of love, that's like what fulfills me, because it's really divine and beautiful and special and romantic for my union, because I honestly hate it when I'm upset and when I don't live like when I stop experiencing that divinity, that spontaneity,
that I share.
Yeah, that's and the core values are the most beautiful things that you see within yourself, that are reflected by your twin flame as well, and that also like form a romantic relationship, and that romantic relationship comes from friendship first, having your twin flame as your best friend. And when you have your twin flame as your best friend, you you obviously can go deeper into all the different ways of a partnership that the partnership can have.
Yeah, that's right.
That's very beautiful, and I'm just in my fields, you know, it's very nice.
Yes.
And you can really see how you speak from your heart and from a knowing, you know. And yeah, thank you so much for sharing that, I guess, intimate awareness. Niki, is there anything that you would want to share about Andi?
Yeah, like I actually told him earlier today that I really respect and love and find it very attractive, his vulnerability to express his feelings and like show me himself. Seems like we both have been very closed up as personalities during our lives, and we like the deeper we go together, the more we open up, and this is something that is very valuable to me. So I really love that.
That's the giving and receiving relationship that you have with your counterpart.
Yeah.
Could you explain that a bit more, what you mean, sir? Giving and receiving?
Yeah, that's the giving and receiving relationship that you have with your divine counterpart. Like that's the ultimate core of every twin flame union.
Like you give to each other, you give to yourself. How does it work?
It was like I can explain from my side, since we explained two qualities that we really love from each other. I can like just explain how the giving and receiving is here. Since I see him very vulnerable, and I respect that so much, and I feel very safe, I get spontaneous. So I start like being myself, and I really like him giving me that attention when I am spontaneous.
Yeah.
But I do that because I see that he does that as well. Like he gives, he shares with me like his feelings and other.
Yeah, and giving and receiving are two things that are the same thing, actually.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you so much for that. That's very beautiful. It feels like, you know, since you are so real, so vulnerable to each other in that very safe container of your Harmonious Twin Flame Union, it helps the other person to be even more themselves. You know? Wow. Thank you so much for that so far. I want to close off this interview with an interesting question about the relationship you share with your soul pet. Do you have like a soul pet, and how is the relationship to your soul pet?
We do. We have a cat, and his name is Puma. We there's like an interesting story behind it actually, because we had him and we called him in before we joined Twin Flame Essential School, and we lived together, and we were like trying sorting out how we could work a relationship. And like Puma just came in our lives in a very weird way, and we just like found him outside our door, like close to our neighborhood, and we knew that it was him because he was just like standing like this, and the sun was just like shining on his. It was like he was charging his third eye.
Yeah.
And yeah, but he died from that body after one month, I believe.
Yeah, because we died too, obviously.
Yeah, like we weren't like choosing to be very loving with ourselves. So he reflected that, and he thought that it would be more compassionate to come another time. Mm-hmm. So the next time that he came was actually like in September, and he showed up around my old work, and I knew that it was him. I just like saw him and I was like, okay, that's Puma. That's like a bit older version of him, but it's him. And we really love him. But he really like is showing us like how to go deeper in discipline and in disciplining ourselves, in having like a disciplined schedule in our lives, and also like with him. And he's teaching us a lot about relationships and how to really connect, and also like connections. Yeah,
how to form relationships with people, and
how to commit to relationships. That has like manifested in our relationship as well, because it goes like in as a third part of the family. Like we are one, obviously, but he's like our mirror all the time.
He's our son.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. And yeah, I love that you share about that relationship, and which any person can really have in their life, in addition to their twin flame relationship.
Yeah.
You know, to call in their soul pet and to learn a lot through that relationship as well, like you said, in the schedule, the discipline, about the relationship in general. There's much you know, often underrated gifts in relationships to our pets. Wow, thank you so much for this wonderful and beautiful interview, and for really sharing so much wisdom with us.
Thank you very much for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
And I want to, you know, redirect everyone watching to the video description below, with a lot of resources that support you on your twin flame journey. And you can download a free like starter pack for twin flames on twinflamesuniverse.com to get you started with the work by Jeff and Shalia, and to manifest your very own harmonious twin flame union. Thank you so much, guys. I hope to see you in a lot of videos.
Yeah. See you soon.
Yeah.